Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to go around my house and share with you our best baby buys that we have bought. Frankie is 3 months old today, and I wanted to share with you like the stuff that we have used all the time and that I'm like so happy we got, and then also mention some stuff that we did get that haven't really been worth the money and we haven't really used like at all. We didn't really have too much stuff that we didn't use. I don't know if that's just because I did research on stuff or if we didn't buy a lot of stuff, but there are a few things that I think are worth mentioning. But anyway, I'm gonna start with the downstairs. This is where we spend most of our time during the day. I do kind of switch up and down when I'm with him all day on my own, and I will show you what we use upstairs too. But my first tip is to have something for baby to sleep in or like be put in like multiple places throughout your house. So I'm gonna show you guys a few things that we have down here, and you'll see a few that we have upstairs. But yeah, so I'm gonna start here. So this is a pack and play, and I'm sure a pack and play is on like every new parent's list. Essentially, it's just like a little playpen. This one we got secondhand off of my friend Jessica, and it had this little insert to kind of raise the platform up, but once he's like sitting up on his own and he can play on his own, we will be lowering it to the bottom and then like putting toys in there and stuff. So it's kind of a really safe place to put him. But I loved this not to have him sleep in because he didn't like sleeping flat unless he was in his bed. So he did sleep in like other things that I'll show you, but I loved this particularly because one, baby things are really, really small. Like if you look, like it's really low to the ground. So you either have to be like sitting on the ground or like bending over a lot and your back really hurts. And also two, because we do have Cooper, who is very gentleman-like right there. Because we do have Cooper and we have the cats, it was a safe place to put him like while I made coffee and while he was like playing and stuff, but it was like raised and kind of like safer than just leaving him on the ground. So I love this for that. I got this on Black Friday. I'll leave everything linked down below for you guys, but I got this on Black Friday. It's just like a little like piano that they can kick, but it changes as they grow. So this you can like move, so it's like up like that horizontally, so they can play it when they can sit up. You can move this like over there, but he loves it. This is a little mirror and he is obsessed with looking in the mirror right now. He is loving learning how to grab this panda. So this was one of the best. I think this was only like $30, so I love that. This is another one too. This was upstairs, but I do mostly use this in my office, but I just moved it out here because my office is a mess. But this is really great too. So like the other one, this is like a multi-function thing that like changes as they grow. So there are balls in there and you can like put them in here. You can like have the sides down. So it's just like a mat, but he loves lying on his back and like staring up at these toys. Like he just goes nuts for them. I will leave a link for this down below too, but this is another thing that he is obsessed with. So before I had Frankie, I didn't want to get anything that like rocked or like swung or like anything like that because I didn't want him to get used to like being rocked to sleep or like vibrated to sleep or anything like that. But honestly, you guys, they are lifesavers, and I will put my hand up and say they are lifesavers, and I'm so happy I got them. So this swing is the best. He can have such amazing naps in this, and this is normally where he naps during the day, but I love it because it can either swing like this, or you can turn it so it can swing like this. The only thing I will say is he is 3 months now, and I don't know how much longer he's gonna get out of this because he is like filling it pretty well. But it did come with a newborn insert too that you can put in there, but I don't know how much longer he's gonna get out of this. But yeah, you turn it on and then like you can like turn it up to like have different like speeds for the swinging. It has nighttime music, daytime music, like little ambiance music. And then obviously those spin as well. He loves staring at these. And if these aren't spinning, like, he knows, but he loves staring at these. So that swing, great purchase. One of the more expensive ones, but definitely worth it. Okay, so moving over here, this, if you are planning on breastfeeding, this is going to be your best friend. Okay, so this is called a haka. And essentially what you do is you use this while you're breastfeeding, but you suction it on like this. You just like squeeze it and suction it on to the opposite side from what you're feeding on, and this catches all the milk. When I had really good supply, I'm no longer breastfeeding because I couldn't get my supply back up, and I tried all the things, so don't comment down below about them, I'm done. But when I had really good supply, I could get 5 ounces in this without doing anything. Like, it was amazing. So definitely get you one of these. I will leave this link down below. It's super inexpensive. I think it was like $20 or something like that, but it is amazing. This, on the other hand, this is something we had on our registry, and it's essentially just like a drying rack for bottles. Total waste of money for us. We never used it. Personally, like, we didn't use it because we had the cats, and I kind of thought that it was a little weird to leave this on the counter, and then like Bang Max would get curious, and then like he might like sniff the passies or something like that. But I also just don't think you dry the bottles that much. Like, for us, we wash them and they go straight into this to sanitize, and then they go straight in the cabinets. I don't need to drip dry them because I need to sanitize them anyway, like sterilize them. So I just think this is a bit of a waste of money. But it is like a super retro thing that's like on everybody's list. But yeah, we did not use it. So something I did want to mention that I don't necessarily have everything to show you is definitely make sure that you get a variety of bottles and passies for your baby, or like pacifiers or something like that. I don't know what you call them. It's like the weirdest thing. Everybody calls it something different. But yeah, definitely make sure you get a variety. What worked for us is the MAM bottles. He loves the MAM pacifiers, like loves them. If he uses, like, I have a whole bag here. I have a whole bag of other ones that he just like, he won't take them. So I figured if he liked them, he would like these. So these are the bottles that we use, but definitely take a variety. I don't have my address on there, do I? No. Definitely buy a variety of pacifiers and bottles. A lot of people liked the Dr. Brown's ones. He hated the Dr. Brown's ones. He also liked the Medela ones, the ones that came with my pump, but he definitely loves these best. So get a variety. Definitely try these because I noticed these are like shorter. So you'll see, I'll show you these. So this is what the little like nipple looks like, and they're like shorter, but they're kind of like more naturally shaped, whereas the Dr. Brown's ones were quite like small and long. So I found when he was like, that was the greatest angle ever. I found when he was like feeding from the bottle, he was almost like choking himself with it because he was like pushing it into his mouth too far, like almost trying to find my boob because he was used to breastfeeding. But that one he loves. So these are something that I didn't really think about getting initially. I definitely thought that these were more for like when your baby gets a little bit older, but they're so not. They're just pacifier clips. He wears one of these every single day because babies drop their pacifier out of their mouth all the time. I don't have a brand preference. I just got these on Amazon. I just searched on Amazon and got the ones that were the best value. I do like these little alligator style clip things the best. They have other ones, but there's a few other ones that are like really bulky. But yeah, it just clips to his bib, and it is lifesaver. So you don't always have to clean this passy like every 5 minutes. So this is a bit of a random one, but I highly suggest having a changing station both upstairs and downstairs. This we just got from a friend for our baby shower off of our registry. It's just like a fold up mat that I stick in my baby bag. We just leave it on the kitchen table. We don't use the kitchen table for eating, so it's literally just a changing station and a cat bed. I will get to that in a second. But yeah, we have like a basket here with like wipes and diapers. We have this changing bag here. Everything is just here ready to go to change him. So speaking of baby bags, this is the one that we got, and I absolutely am obsessed with it. And it's the weirdest thing. This baby bag is everywhere, but everybody has a different logo, like everybody. So I have no idea like what the real brand of this baby bag is. I think I got mine on Amazon. No, I got it as a gift off of our registry, but I think they got it on Amazon. But it's only $30 and it's a backpack. It is the best. So definitely check this out in the link down below. You have space for bottles or lip gloss. Other stuff there. There's like a side pocket. There's another side pocket that has this like opening for wipes. And then a huge inside container with like tons of pockets. It also has like an access thing on the other side. Highly, highly, highly suggest getting a backpack for a changing bag. It is no questions asked. So you might be wondering what Ori is lying on right now. It is the most expensive cat bed in the world, and it is the second thing that I don't think is worth the money. But okay, so this is a DockATot, and if you're a new mom or an expecting mom, you know what this is. It's all over Instagram. Everybody talks about it all the time. Frankie really didn't like it. He used it like every so often on the counter, but honestly, the cats loved it more, and he's just over it now. He's too big for it now anyway, so we're just letting the cats lie on it. It is upside down, just for the record. But honestly, I've never seen the cats so obsessed with something in my life. Like, they love it. Look at that cat. Have you ever seen a happier cat? I don't think so. They love, love, love it. So yeah, this is number 2 of things that I don't know if you should buy for your baby, but maybe buy it for your cat if you are extra like that. So this is another thing that we have that we kind of like move around the house. Sometimes it goes upstairs, sometimes it goes downstairs. My friend Robin got this for us off of our registry, and it is the Rock and Play. This is the one that doesn't have the auto rock feature, but honestly, I didn't really mind because I loved how easy it was to move upstairs and downstairs. So this was in my office a lot before he like started liking kind of like staring at things and like lying on his back, and how he could like kind of play by himself a little bit. So he would nap in this a lot in my office, and it was just really great to have around. But I will say he did not sleep in this at night, and it kind of freaks me out that parents let their babies sleep in this at night, because it is like upright, and I don't know, it just kind of freaks me out. But he didn't sleep in this at night. He did sleep flat at night. So yeah. So we are upstairs now. This is the baby daddy. So this is another little seat that we had that was up here. This was like not my favorite at all. Do you like this seat? Okay. It's a bit loud. It's a bit like intense with the vibrations, but it's another thing for him to sit in. We got it on sale in Toys R Us when they were closing down, so it's not a huge deal. So this is another seat he has. Like I said, not my favorite, but my top tip, have a bunch of these things lying around the house that you just like put them in. So this is another thing that I got, I think like right after Christmas. It's the Baby Einstein. It's like a little, I don't want to put the music on because he's sleeping. Well, whatever, he can't hear it. But it's like a little aquarium thing. He is obsessed with it. I put this blanket that my friend Jessica made us on the ground for tummy time, and I put this in front of him, and he just smiles and laughs the whole time. He is obsessed with it. So definitely check this out. I got this in Target. I'll leave everything linked down below. So my next thing that was definitely not worth the money probably won't come as a surprise, because I did see a lot of people say this when we were like pregnant with Frankie. It was the entire nursery and like all of his bedroom furniture, because he has used it once for a half-an-hour nap in his entire 13 weeks of life. So definitely unnecessary, but super cute. I never actually did a nursery tour. Maybe I'll do that eventually, but like you guys are seeing it now anyway, so whatever. But he does have a sheet for that, but we had to use it for his other crib, which I will show you it, but he's sleeping in it right now. So yeah, all of this, like, it's great and all, it's super cute. This is amazing. I will get onto this in a second, but like everything else is super cute, but like definitely unnecessary. Especially if you're like neurotic like me and you don't want to put him in his crib on his own. So yeah, And all of these teddies were in his crib, but he did take his first nap in his crib the other day, so I took them all out and put them up here. Okay, so next on my you should have list, where are they? Yeah, they're in here. So next on my you should have list is a variety of Swaddles. So I'm gonna take these out and show you guys what they are. Okay, so this is the Halo sleep sack. Yeah, this is the Halo sleep sack. I was never good at doing the traditional swaddle. Gary was really good at it, like just with a blanket or something, but I was never good at it, so I loved these things. You just put their arms through the arm loops and then like, it's like a sleep sack, but then you zip it up and you can like swaddle them like that. So we loved these until he got strong enough that he could like wiggle his way out of it. Because he hated having his arms down. He wanted his arms by his face. And I didn't want to put him in a blanket, like in a normal swaddle. We did that once, but he did get out of it, and I woke up in the middle of the night and like he was like fussing with the blanket, like covering his face, so it freaked me out. So then we got this, and this is amazing. So this is the Love to Dream sleep swaddle. Love to Dream swaddle up. So this one's a little bit different. I'll put a picture of him in it here. It is the cutest thing. He's like a little burrito in a straight jacket. But this swaddle essentially lets them have their arms up. So you put their arms like in here. Like it's basically just like one big, like, I don't know, sack thing. And you put their arms up so they can sleep with their arms up. So it's great for babies who don't like to have their arms swaddled to their side. I recommend this to all of my mom friends if they mention that at all, because it is amazing. But honestly, we stopped swaddling him pretty early because he's always been a pretty good sleeper. So we didn't use these for a very long time. I don't think we've swaddled him for like at least 6 weeks. We've just been putting him in pajamas. But yeah, I love, love, love this. And I'll probably start with this because this is honestly the easiest. This in the middle of the night, especially because of the Velcro, it's very loud. So it like wakes him up if you like don't put it on right or something. So I much preferred this one. Okay, so as for like clothes and stuff, these are my favorite bibs, especially when he was younger. They're getting a little bit too small for him now. But I love these bibs. They're the Tommee Tippee bibs because they have this like ridge here that's like squishy, but it catches all of the milk instead of like having it go down their neck and like onto their clothes. So I'll leave these linked down below. Those are definitely my favorite. And then for pajamas, I highly, highly suggest pajamas that zip from the bottom up, particularly for in the middle of the night, because whenever he wears pajamas that I have to like unzip all the way to change his diaper, it's just like cold and you have to like basically undress him entirely to change his diaper. But here you could just like unzip it to like here and then take the bottom off. So these are the Cloud Island ones actually from Target. I'm finding it hard to find other bottom zip ones, so if you guys have any suggestions, because he's not gonna obviously stay in these forever. I guess I could just get the next size. Never mind. But yeah, these are from Target, so I'll leave them linked down below as well. So I'm going to talk about the last few things here because he's actually asleep in there and I don't want to go in and wake him up. But I highly suggest getting some sort of like recliner or glider or something and putting it in whatever room he's sleeping in. We had the nursery all set up with like his changing table, recliner, all that. But pretty early on, like I think it was like less than a week after we had him home, Gary just made the bed, like our bedroom, into like kind of like baby zone. So he put the recliner in our bedroom. Luckily we had the space for it, and he also put just this like table from IKEA. It's actually an old table that I was using for my office. He put that in the bedroom too and turned that into a little changing area. So like I said, highly suggest a changing area upstairs and downstairs if you have a 2-story house. We just got the changing mat. I think it was just from Target or something. It's super cheap, instead of buying a changing table. And we had originally, the idea was to put it on to the dresser, but because Gary moved it all into our bedroom, it's just on a table right now. But it just kind of makes it easy to like move things around and stuff. And then also he'll have the dresser forever, whereas like he'll only have a changing table when he's a baby. So those are two things I highly recommend, just because in the middle of the night you don't want to be like going back and forth to different rooms. So if you do have the space for it, I do suggest like turning your bedroom into like baby zone, because it's so helpful. So another thing that I would definitely suggest getting, that Gary really didn't want to get, but I got my way eventually, is one of those Diaper Genies. We had a regular garbage can in our bedroom for the diapers, but honestly, like every time I opened it, it made me want to vomit. It was so stinky, and because it was so big, you weren't kind of like forced to change it all the time, because there was still so much room in it, so it just wasn't like an obvious reaction. But I got the Diaper Genie right before Christmas, and it has been amazing. You can get like the refills in Target and stuff, so it is a little bit more expensive, but honestly, it is so worth it. And I know a lot of people are like, you don't need it. You do need it. Especially if you are throwing diapers out in your bedroom, because it is disgusting and they stink. So I highly suggest that. And another thing that I don't really think is worth money if you have one of these things already is a noise machine, but I don't suggest getting like a specific one for your baby. We have like 3 Amazon Alexas floating around our house, and just like one day I just like decided to see if she would like play white noise. So all you have to do is say, Alexa, play white noise, and she will play white noise. So yeah, I don't suggest getting like a white noise specific machine, because Alexas are pretty cheap and at least you can use them for other things. So I don't know, that's just my viewpoint on it. And then the last thing that I honestly think was the best gift that we ever got is his bed that he's sleeping in right now. And I'm gonna like put video clips over this, hopefully, so you guys are seeing it. But the bed that he is sleeping in right now, it is the best thing that we have in this house. And I asked Gary earlier what he thinks that the best baby buys were, and that was the first thing that he said too, was the bed. So this is, I can't remember the name. I'll try and remember the name, and I'll definitely link it down below, but I can't remember the name off the top of my head. But essentially what it is it's a co-sleeper. So the side zips down and you can like push it flush up against the bed like it is right now. And it just means in the middle of the night, I'm right there. If I wake up, I can see him right there. I don't have to like look over anything. I don't have to pull anything down. I've seen a lot in the US where you have to like pull the sides down. I didn't want that. I wanted something that was like totally open. So yeah, I absolutely love this bed. He probably will be sleeping in it next to us until he's like 1, but that's fine. And it also means that like we're kind of co-sleeping, but he's not in the bed with us, which I don't think I would be comfortable with that. I would just be worried all the time. But yeah, I absolutely love that bed, especially if you're breastfeeding too. It's like super easy. You can kind of just like pull them into the bed with you, breastfeed them, and then like put them back. But yeah, so that is the bed. Like I said, best purchase ever. And also it's really great because in the beginning, when we didn't want to leave him out of our sight, like for a split second, we would zip the side up and we would like bring it out into the loft so we could like watch TV or whatever, and he would be right there, but he would be in his bed. So yeah, those are all of my baby essentials from 0 to 13 weeks. I cannot believe he is 13 weeks today. That is actually crazy. Yeah, that is actually crazy. But if you guys have any other products that you guys liked, leave them in a comment down below so that any moms watching this can see. And if you guys have any tips for the next 13 weeks, I don't know what he's gonna be like in another 13 weeks, 26 weeks, damn, 6 months. Yeah, let me know down below. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe because I make mommy videos, lifestyle videos, business videos, vlogs, all that fun stuff. And I will chat to you in my next video. Bye!